Welcome back to the San Diego Automotive Museum, firing it up here behind the scenes. Here's Pandora Paul from the San Diego Automotive Museum. I'm the curator and the education director. And this is Gregg, my wonderful, extraordinary assistant who helps me get these things all fired up and ready to go.
Thank you.
So we're hanging out with the Floyd today. Notice this glorious background we have talking about some of the cultural events that were happening in the 70s. Pink Floyd was just an amazing band, and still is, with their music and just what they came up with. And I want you to notice these leisure suits. Gorgeous leisure suits of the 70s. Outstanding little jackets with the matching jeans and the matching shirts. So let's go back to what we're really here for. Let's talk about cars. All right, so we've got a glorious example of the 70s zeitgeist and also a design paradigm. If you look at this lovely thing, it is made to look like a movie car. It's called a tribute vehicle, which means it is a replica. It is not an actual vehicle from the movie of Wayne's World, but it is a 1975 Pacer. Pacer is a gorgeous, gorgeous car. I don't care what people say, the design elements, if you look at it, are really outstanding. Now this one has a weak battery, and we wanted to show you what we do when we have a weak battery. Of course, we got the jumper cables on there to get there to behave. This Pacer's a little bit cranky about starting up, so we're going to see that a little bit, maybe. And we're going to see the fact that she spits, which means there's a little bit coming out of the exhaust pipe every time we're trying to start it. So we've got a spit guard on there right now because she's already spit. If you look at the floor that's really next to it, she's been she's marking her territory, I guess. That's something that happens on occasion here. But if you take a look before we start up the engine, I'm going to go ahead and move this real quick. You can see, look at that tail light. Glorious bend on that tail light, and it's got a really low belt line. The advertisement for the Pacer at the time was the small wide car, the smallest wide car you could get. They were meant to be the same width as a normal passenger car. Again, this is a time when the U.S. manufacturers had to come to terms with compact cars all of a sudden. So this is one of the ideas that they came up with. This is from American Motors, AMC for short. And you know, a lot of people are very negative about the Pacer, but honestly, it really is a very interesting design, really kind of cute in its own way. And I'm not going to walk away from that statement because I really love Pacers. So, we're going to start this puppy up, Gregg. Let's see how we're doing, and then we'll see in the interior. We've got a poster in there right now for the owner. Let's see how she goes. Oh, let me put the spit guard on here.
Spit guard.
Spit guard. Love that smoke. So take a look at the inside of this car. Yeah, we do have a poster in there right now because we thought we'd give a poster to the owner that had to do with the Pacer. Interior in there. And don't forget, take a look at the ceiling. It's made to look like the Wayne's World car. So what is that? What is that? Put it in your comments. Maybe we'll tell you what it is later. Keeping in mind this is a compact economy car, therefore you don't have a lot of design elements inside. But, you know, it's of the era. You don't have any chrome in here, you got that, you know, none of that delightful design era. Points under to get this lovely latch door, which I like. And then you've got this lovely button. What's that for? What do you think? Yeah, that one. Now the Pacer had a V6 in it. And actually, a lot of people are. I also love this latch. These latch doors, I have a thing for those. I think they're neat. But the Pacer, unfortunately, was kind of, shall we say, let's take a look at the engine real quick. It was, had some misfortunate things happen to it while it was in production. Basically, it was supposed to get a totally different engine. In fact, it was an experimental engine. It was on the plate for GM. GM had agreed to give them the experimental engine, which they spent $50 million to develop. And then at the last minute, they said, no, we're not going to use it because it was a Wankel engine. Meaning, I know people are going to, Wankel, what's that? And they're going to make their own comments about it. It's a rotary engine that they were working on, and it just didn't work. It wasn't economical. It didn't work out right. So GM at the last minute said, nope, no engine for you. And they had to use an older engine that they had used before with AMC. So it's underpowered, unfortunately. It had so much potential. Listen to that putt-putt. Listen to that little putt-putt-putt-putt-putt. Woo. That's true. Let's go put the hood down so you can see what it looks like with the hood down. Now again, some people would find this not attractive, but I think it's got its own little charm. It does have some nice design elements. Look at the little design over the lights. Nice little curve in there in the hood line. Again, those rounded signal lights, I think that's really neat. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of flack, but the Pacer, it wasn't a bad car. In fact, it was really popular when it came out. They couldn't make enough of them. But the problem was eventually because of the fact that it was made for a bigger engine, this heavier car. Because of that, it was panned for its performance. There was also some build quality issues. And I forget which side it is, but I think it's the driver's side is a full 4 inches longer than the passenger side. That's to make it ease to come in and out of the vehicle. So, don't forget the old school way of folding over your seat. Remember that? This lovely feature, which freaks me out because, I mean, what if you're in a wreck? What happens here? So, thank you for coming over here to see us at the San Diego Automotive Museum for another Firing It Up at the Museum. 1975 Pacer. You love it? I love it. Or do you hate it? Or does it make you hurl? Like from Waynesboro. Have a great day. Peace out, people.